Hey everyone, how's it going? We're back with Phoenix Wright. And hey Boba, thank you for the follow. And yeah, I think we're gonna close to the end of this case. That might be the last one. 2-2, yeah, that's the one. Yep. I'm trying to remember the case because it's been 2 weeks. So, yeah. I don't know if I remember everything. I remember bits and pieces. But let's see. So what happened? Oh, right, we were about to lose, but, no, we were about to delay it for a day, but AG said we had to continue for some reason and helped us because we need to finish this today because of my something like that. Alright, let's see. Dude, I can't believe that Adrian, no way, not cool and collected Adrian Andrews. She's your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. Right, we accused her. I forgot about that. Right. Yeah. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her. So after the ceremony during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time. See, she could have also easily planted that blood cover button in your hakama. Because she was the one that came to wake me up. Then, dude, you're saying it really was her? Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Corrida. But why? I thought she was buds with Juan. She has her own agenda. Her own agenda? What are you talking about? I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of the day. I always have trouble with that word. Alright. Get me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze. Okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude? Phoenix. You think her motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide note, right? Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impacts as her strength and reason to live. But then Miss Impacts suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left the suicide note, and the person thought to have hidden it is Juan Corrida, the victim of this murder. Okay, so that's a motive, I guess. And that's why I think that Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corrida. All to get the suicide note back. That sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me. What? Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards of Miss Impacts. Who told us? Who told us? I don't remember. Oh, it was Edgeworth. Looks like he's still the one in command of this ship. Don't let your guard down yet. Okay, yeah, Edgeworth. And he pushed to keep the thing going today too. Yeah, there's something about him. Okay, Kerr will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please. The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this card. Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Corrida's room. What is your occupation? I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Matt Angard. I see. Now then, before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request. Yes, sure. What is it? I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing, and would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently. No, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossip Land. Bruh, this man just played himself. If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me. Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relationship to the victim? Yes, I was seeing Mr. Corrida. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself. So it was a fry and bait matter, or was that bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing. This man. But I didn't kill him. No one is accusing you of that. I kinda am. I think there's someone who would beg to differ. I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews. Very well then, witness, please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place. Alright, that card, man. The card is sus too. And I found the body. It was mine for the show to it was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room, and there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. Really? That's the first thing you do. Okay. You pour yourself a glass of juice? Yeah, see, the judge is even with me. Yes, sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime. Sure. And I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing. And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Phoenix. She's one cool and collected customer. And she has the brains to match. Yes, I know. In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing. Disrupt her pacing? She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. So you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understand? What does that mean? I don't think I understand. I'm gonna save. I'm scared. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. Wait, oh, I still have half of the punishment thingies still. I thought I was gonna get the full thing. Let me move this here. There you go. Alright. Okay, should I press? I was doubting it. About with what Mia said. Or Maya, not Mia. I'm confusing everyone now. Okay, yeah, let's press. And what was Mr. Angar doing at the time? Hey Adrian, how's it going? He was taking a nap. He was worn out from his mini performance as the Nickel Samurai during the ceremony. Okay. Mr. Angar did say he was taking a nap. Then I guess you could say he could not have been taken out of his room, yes? Excuse me? It? What are you... Right, I thought years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence. If you can't make a sensible sentence with a subject, then I'll make one for you. Watch. Okay. Did you, Miss Andrews, remove Mr. Angar's knife from his room? No. Subject, verb, object, right? Did you skip basic grammar? The witness may continue. Alright, thanks. Thanks for the schooling, Eiji. After that, I went to Juan's room. And why did you do that? As a friendly gesture, Juan was to make an appearance with the other heroes. So the show was supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? But further? Is that the only reason? I beg your pardon? What are you implying? You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, correct? So perhaps you had a more personal matter to discuss with the victim. Sorry, but I didn't have any such intentions in mind at the time. I can't get her to talk without a strong piece of evidence, I guess. Then we continue now. Witness, what do you see when you get to his room? Okay. At least I don't get penalized by those things. There was his dead body. I was in shock. You were in shock. What? Wasn't I supposed to be? Well, you pour juice, some juice in a I can't speak. A glass of juice. Yes. Those are words. Miss Andrews is a very calculating person. And despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Corrida. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked. Somehow, I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not. Yeah, true. I see. What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. This is the photo you're referring to, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Nanehorn27. Thank you so much for the follow, welcome. Yeah. How's it going? Feel free to lurk if you want or not. Objection, yes. Are you a fan of this game? Perhaps. Yes, the one with the knife lodged in his chest. The guitar case was like this too. Yes, it was open and empty, of course. You never played this game, but you always say objection. Yeah, it makes sense. A lot of memes about that, so yeah, I can see that. And then what do you do next? Witness? Okay, well that didn't help. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. That's the big sus thing. Juice. Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself. Hey hermanita, how's it going? But you didn't drink any of it, did you? Huh? There were no lip marks left on this wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it. Okay. Hey Lynette, just sitting and waiting for when I can accumulate points for something. Okay, no problem. No problem, get your points. There were no lip marks left on the wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it. Okay. I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it. Okay. That's us. Going good. How about me? I'm doing alright, thanks. Trying to remember this case. I don't know if I'm close to the end. I feel like I kinda am. I don't know. But yep. Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Corrida, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct? And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time. Your mind was a complete blank. I didn't think that was possible for you. Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing. What one thing? Never mind, it's no big deal. It is a big deal. What was she starting to say just now? Now press her. Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm convinced that as you said you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Actually, so would I. Okay, let's team up on her. Look, no problem. Thank you for the lurk, Adrian. I am sorry. It's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. Have a neat little day. Can I get some food? No problem. You go eat, please. No worries. Flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo? Okay. This mess of glass shards? It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? I'm sorry, I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the base was just another part of the mess. Wow. How dare you assume things? Looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony. I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. Okay, added that sentence. I was the one who knocked the flower vase over where it fell onto the guitar case. Wait, onto the guitar case? Let me see the picture again. Onto the guitar case? Is that onto? Okay. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna press. What kind of flower vase was it? It was a glass vase, and it was fairly big and heavy. I thought I would try to take Juan's pulse. So I set the glass I was holding down on the dresser, and that's when my elbow accidentally hit the base. Wait, so you thought of pouring yourself some juice before checking the pulse? Okay. This is really weird. And that's when my elbow accidentally hit the base. That's odd. I thought she was always in total control of herself. Controlled enough to pour some juice. That's what she would like people to think. Always be mindful of the gap between your perception and reality. Doesn't sound like there's any glaring contradictions in her testimony just now. I warned you earlier that she would not crack so easily. The only way to make her is to keep on the offensive and not let up. The only way you're going to catch her is with some very strong decisive evidence. I have to find something, I just have to, for Maya's sake. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. Oh, right. There was something else. Which one was it? The one that I could press further? Hold on. Taking a nap, blah blah. Okay, no, this was not the part. Went to Juan's room. I don't remember which one was the one that I could press. Here we go. I don't think this is gonna help anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna try. No. Okay. No, God. Yeah, skipped it. There has to be something about the last statement. Fell onto the guitar. I didn't doesn't really look like it fell onto the guitar for me. I see the picture. I don't know. I might try to do that. I'm not sure. What else can I do? No, I don't want to press. Oh wait, she said... okay. She said the guitar case was like that when she came in. So... if it fell onto the guitar case, the thing... like it should be wet inside the case. But it's not. How do I demonstrate that? I'm not sure. Was there a statement that said that? What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. Yeah. I saved, right? I think I did, but I'm gonna save again. I'm gonna present the photo there, I'm not sure. Nope, I think I was right. You testify that you knocked the flower vase over. Is this correct? Yes? And are you sure it fell onto the guitar case? Is there some problem with what I said? It's not some problem, it's a major problem. Okay, so I was not crazy. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Yeah, because inside it wasn't. Miss Andrews, you testified that the bass fell onto the guitar case. However, if that was true, the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside. Exactly. That's very true. Furthermore, there is one other strange thing about this guitar case. And what is it? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. Okay. The remains of the bass are scattered on the floor. And what is wrong with that? Yeah, some should be inside the case if it was open. If the guitar case was open when the bass fell, the glass shard should be inside, not outside the case. Yep. Got him. Ah. What is your point, right? That the case was closed at the time the bass was knocked over? Is that all? Well, no, think back to when Miss Andrews testified too. She said that other than the bass, she didn't touch anything else. Yes, that's right. She did implicitly say she didn't touch the guitar case. But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all. That may very well be. However, the empty guitar case does seem to have no relation to this case, doesn't it? Seems that there is no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case? I mean, what else? What else do I have? Yeah. The empty guitar case. I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle. I can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this, but it is you. Can't believe I'm doing this either. Oh. Alright, I'll follow along, for now. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. The guitar case. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the bass over. Why would you? Why? It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know, bruh. That's not fair. Looks like this really wasn't a very important point. This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination. Using any way to change the topic, a convenient escape from a weak man. Bruh, calm down, Edgy. I thought you were my friend. Alright. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. During your testimony just now, did you remember those events clearly in your mind? Well, you see... Are you sure you're the one who opened the guitar case? Oh my god. She's waiting for someone to tell her if she should answer or not. Sounds like our dependent side is taking over. Well, Miss Andrews. Yes, it was me. Okay. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the bass over. Suppose? Yes, suppose. So you opened the guitar case then? Yes, well, maybe. Why do you open the guitar case? Uh-huh. Sakura's dead body was right there in front of you, wasn't it? I would think that the first thing you would do is call for help, not open a guitar case. As the witness has said multiple times, when she found the dead body, she was dazed. Maybe I was curious to know if the bright red guitar was alright or not. Really. I thought maybe the criminal took it. Okay. Would she care about the bright red guitar? But getting back on topic. Okay, just avoid the question. Okay. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. Oh, was it really empty? I was just wondering if maybe when you opened the case, the guitar was still inside. How long have you been a lawyer, Mr. Wright? Have a little professionalism. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. Alright, had to mute for a little bit because broom brooms. These trials would be over in half the time if you would just pay attention. Yes, pay more attention, Mr. Wright. Sorry. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know. That's not good enough. Was that because you were shocked and dazed at discovering the victim's body? Yes, that's probably it. Why did you answer for her? I'm not gonna get anywhere if I continue pressing her like this. The only way to make her talk is with evidence. I guess I should give it a try. Come on, Phoenix, we can't afford to let up on her now. Wasn't planning on letting up, but she's at her weakest now, so this is our chance. Yeah, if we had a weapon to hit her with, I'm sure a weapon is hiding somewhere in the car record, waiting to be found. Can you be more specific, Mia? Oh. Oh. Bears Corrida's fingerprints. So if she opened the thing, shouldn't her fingerprints be there? Was that the thing, Mia? Am I doing it good? Because I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the bass over. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Yes. It's good when the music stops. There is no way you were the one who opened the guitar case. Why would you say that? It's elementary, my dear. Oh. Okay. Sherlock. Because the only fingerprints on this guitar case are those of the victim. What is it, Miss Andrews? You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case. What? What do you mean? What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time? Weren't there fingerprints on the glass? Gloves? But why would you be wearing gloves at the time? It was the night of the award ceremony, so of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems the witness was wearing gloves at the scene of the crime. That is sus. There were fingerprints, right? Or something? Can I see the... Yeah, I want to see this. Yeah, there's Sandro's fingerprints. There we go. So what? She didn't use the gloves? She grabbed the glass, but she put them on for the guitar? That's weird. That's strange. You were wearing gloves. Isn't that a little strange? Why is that strange? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves at the time? Yep. Right here. I have your proof right here. This wine glass. The wine glass? You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself this glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case? Oh, God, wait, did she break her glasses? Order, order, order. Looks like you hit the nail on the head this time. What do you mean? I believe that the guitar case plays a very important role here. But it's just an empty case. I wondered if it really was empty though. But the guitar, the bright red guitar, was at the studio. Phoenix, drop all of your presumptions. What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar. You don't mean it was a bright white guitar. Wait, that's not right either. Bruh. I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves, despite the fact that on the case. Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work. Steer the court towards an unrelated topic and lull us all into his misguided. Okay, we just keep gonna object over everyone. No, Your Honor, please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the bass fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it is wide open in this photo of the crime scene. I am sure this guitar case has some relation to the murder. If you're so sure, right, then I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Please enlighten us as to why that guitar case has anything at all to do with this murder. I'm gonna hit the save right quick. So I feel there's gonna be a decision here. Can you do that, Mr. Wright? Well, let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case. The bright red guitar not being the only thing? You don't mean to suggest that a bright... Oh, no. I was about to say a bright black guitar. What? So you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty. Is that it, right? I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove. Deflate that head of yours. You haven't proven anything yet. Now then, let's have it. What was inside this case at the time of the murder? Oh, God. I don't know. I'm not sure. This music is making me nervous. Straight from his costume, covering Korea's blood. Not the picture, a wine glass. The wine glass? No. That would be stupid. Oh, so the article about the victim was in the case. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Something with this autopsy that way. I really don't know. I really don't know. Well, I just saved, so I'm gonna try things. Let's say... Let's say... This suicide report. Why would something like that be inside a guitar case, let alone this one? Why, Mr. Wright? Why? Well, I just thought it might have been possible. I have a suggestion. Why don't you put that in the void where your brain is supposed to be? Yes, and never bring it out again. Can't a foolishly foolish fool get some love? Do you still think you can prove your theory? Can you prove that the guitar case was not empty at the time of the murder? I want to say something I didn't intend to prove. Okay. So we're stuck here, so there is something. We can't escape from this. I kinda want to say the wine glass, but that don't make sense. Does it? Eh. No. Okay. Let me just reload so that I don't have those penalty things. Okay, need to go through some dialogue. What was inside it? Oh, the article? No. Okay. The other report? Okay, no. Okay. rewind a little bit. Let's save here so let's skip some dialogue. Alright. Okay. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just throwing things. I'm really lost. I mean, there's not that many options, so... No, okay. Man. I don't know. I really don't know. Flight, blah blah. Press conference ticket. Why? Transceiver? Try that, not that one. I feel like the only thing that's missing are these two things. Nope. Okay. Okay. I'm really lost. I'm really lost. What was in the thing? Okay, no. I thought maybe there was something in the picture. Okay. Not the guide map, not this, not this, not this. I tried this, right? I'm pretty sure I tried that. Right photo, not that. Suicide, I tried both. Not the autopsy. Lotus photo. Oh, well. This is a photograph. Yes, but what is important is what is in the picture, Your Honor. In this picture, it doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I am proposing is inside the guitar case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's very own costume. What? Okay. Or maybe it would have worked if I just showed the little wallpaper thingy then. I don't know. Right. Are you saying that the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be to doing something like that? The insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave. with you, Miss Andrews. Oh, she's sweating. I refuse to accept your theory. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea? Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct? You mean this photo? Uh-huh. Order. It looks like we wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we? Nice job, Phoenix. Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later. No, strategy is save first and take a decision later. So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume. Wait 1 second, Your Honor. The Nigel Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matt Angard's. Why would something of the defendants be in the victim's room? And inside the guitar case of all places? True, that is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. What was this Nigel Samurai costume doing inside the guitar case? It was saving. It was stolen from a guard. It was a spare costume. I think it was a spare one. Was it a spare? I think it was a spare one. Wasn't he using it when he was taking the nap? I don't know. Spare one? Mr. Angard did not take his costume off during the break period. In that case, the costume we are talking about was a spare one. What? Then are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel? Yes, that is what I'm saying. And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case? It would mean that the victim himself had brought this pair to the ceremony on purpose. But why? The victim, Mr. Corrida, was the jamming ninja. Why would he secretly bring the Nickel Samurai spare costume with him? What could be the reason behind such a peculiar act? And therein lies the stinking point. Oh, what are you mumbling to yourself about now? Have you just been rambling all the time without any sense of inner monologue? No, I just... Mr. Wright, please explain yourself. Why do you think the victim had the Nickel Samurai spare costume? Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one? How do you say it like that? Think carefully before you answer, and then answer with gusto. I believe you. Alright, this is what I think. The reason the victim brought the Nickel Samurai spare costume to the hotel was... Oh, need to present something? The reason the victim brought the Nickel Samurai spare costume to the hotel. To do this? What is this? Oh, nailed it. On the night of the murder, after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference. A press conference? Yes, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference. I heard about this as well. For once, you're not making something up, right? But what struck me as strange was that Mr. Angard himself said he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night. But how can that be? The way I see it, that can mean only one thing. The conference was set up by the victim. By none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim? Yes. The spare nickel samurai custom was prepared for that very conference. Mr. Corrida was going to hold the press conference as the nickel samurai. Okay. He was going to dress up as the nickel samurai and hold a conference. But why would the victim do such a thing? That's something I don't quite know yet. However, what I am concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at the conference. The nickel samurai was going to confess something? And by confess, I'd wager he was going to reveal something about himself. Which means that Juan Corrida, posing as the nickel samurai, was going to speak about Matt Angard. Yes, I guess that is what it would mean. But if that's the case, that's not a confession, that's a public disclosure. Okay. Miss Andrews? I can see why you are pros at what you do. Pardon me? Yes, just as you say, the press conference was set up by Juan. Okay. Withholding information. That's not nice. Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this. I was the one he asked to help set it up. And the person who prepared the second custom for him. That was also me. You? Juan had bet everything on the Jamming Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. He was going to ruin him? Ruin him? Huh. Looked like somehow Juan had in his hand a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Wow. What? And do you know what this secret of Mr. Angard's is, Miss Andrews? That's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is. Ah, I see. I probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone. You don't say. But that's to be expected. I've been trying to protect Matt, after all. Protect Mr. Angard? And yet again, another strange bit of truth comes to light. It seems, Miss Andrews, if you could, please tell us the truth about your behavior. Yes, Your Honor, I understand. Okay. Protecting Matt. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Matt had to kill Juan no matter what. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button and the knife. But I'm Matt's manager, so I felt that I had to protect him. God. This does account for everything. Well, I am the logical type. We're finally seeing her true self. She's more nervous than a scared rabbit. If the defense can find no fault with this testimony, I am ready to make a ruling. Please keep that in mind as you cross-examine Mr. Wright. Looks like somehow everything has swung to the opposite end of the scale again. That just means I have to put my weight into this and turn her logic upside down. Okay. Let's do this. After I say, let's do this. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. And back. Welcome back, Adrian. Would you say that was your intuition speaking to you? Okay. Don't confuse my methods of reasoning with your own. If you want to prove that someone did something, you need three things. 3 things. A motive, an opportunity to commit the crime, and finally, decisive evidence. And if you think these 3 things through, the answer... if you think this... I can't speak. If you think these 3 things through, the answer becomes quite clear. You should have already known that, Phoenix. They didn't teach that to us in school, at least. Not from what I remember. May I continue now? Okay. Man had to kill Juan no matter what. So would you say this need came from the press conference? Yes. Do you know why Juan chose that event and that hotel for the conference? Because that was when he could cause the most damage to the public's beloved Matt Vanguard. You know this plan, didn't you, Miss Andrews? Yes, because I was the one who set up the conference and prepared the costume. But I'm sure Mr. Vanguard himself didn't know anything about the press conference. Oh really? Can you show me any proof that he didn't know about the press conference? Anyway, the important thing here is that this information was not in your testimony. Yes, I agree. Miss Andrews, please correct your testimony if you please. We're grasping at straws now, are we, Mr. Wright? Oh, now she's judging me? Okay. I know what his motive was, but I don't have any way to prove I'm right. Was that the thing that she added? Has Mr. Vanguard done something to hurt or betray you personally? Why do you ask? You were the one who helped Mr. Corrida with his press conference, and that event was supposed to bring down Mr. Vanguard, yet you still helped out. He, the person on trial right now, is Mr. Vanguard, right? What the witness was thinking helping the victim with his what the witness was thinking helping the victim with his plan is none of our concern. In any case, this means that the defendant had a motive to kill. Why do I keep doing this to myself? He didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. But didn't you already testify earlier that Mr. Vanguard was taking a nap in his room? Are you telling me now that that too was a lie so you could cover for Mr. Vanguard? I'm not telling you anything of the sort. When I went to get him for the show, he honestly was sleeping. However, as to whether he was sleeping the entire time, that I cannot say. I was too busy setting up the stage at the time. I keep trying, but I can find no flaws with what Miss Andrews has said. I can't say the same for some people here in this courtroom, however. The judge is glaring straight at me. He's glaring at you, smart guy. Alright. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button and the knife. Key? You can hardly call the knife decisive evidence. The fingerprints on the knife could very well be a clever camouflage. Then what about the button? The button? It's clear from the crime scene that the victim and his murderer fought. And during the fight, the killer ripped the button from the German ninja's costume. You're talking about this button, correct? That button was found in the plates of Matt's hakama, isn't that correct? I would think that makes it very decisive evidence. No. So you were outfoxed again, Mr. Wright. Anyway, the knife doesn't prove a thing. Please fix your testimony. I can't stand the sight of a man who can't gracefully accept his defeat. Thank goodness Mia can still look at me. With an icy stare, yes. Miss Andrews, for Mr. Wright's sake, please add this information to your testimony. Oh, God. Nothing was torn off of one during his fight with Matt. And how do you know that? When the ends of the threads on the button and the costume were matched up, they were found to fit together perfectly, or so I heard. I've heard that before too. But why would Miss Andrews know about this case down to such fine detail? Don't look at me like that, just because I'm prepared and you are not? Wow. And I thought I had her this time for sure. If there's anything to trip her up on, it has to be here. But where and what? Okay. Being a lawyer is hard. That's for sure. But I'm Matt's manager, so I felt that I had to protect him. Did I press on this? But what you really did was stab the guy in the back, didn't you? And at the worst possible time. Who's to say she really stabbed the guy in the back, as you put it? This witness could have disclosed things about Mr. Angar at any time. Why then would she wait until there was a large audience before doing so? It's the same reason why Mr. Corrida planned such an elaborate conference. Miss Andrews wanted to cause Mr. Angar as much damage as she possibly could. This witness bears ill will towards the defendant. This isn't the Phoenix Wright Wax philosophical power hour. And please stop slandering the witness. As I expected, Miss Andrews' testimony seems pretty solid. Really? Because to me it sounded a little wishy-washy. Wishy-washy? Well, I guess we'll see if I press a little more. You should know this right now. But you'll need strong and decisive evidence to make her talk. Got it, Chief. I'm gonna pin you down this time, Miss Andrews. Said something about... It said something about this part when I was present, but it was torn off from his fight with Matt. This is a German ninja. Well, wait. Oh, it is that button. Okay. Oh boy, I'm pretty lost. Did I save? I don't know. I'm saving anyway. I don't know. I'm gonna press the button here. I don't know. Yeah. So let's go to the basic contradiction. I don't think so. No. Do. Load. It's in. Oh, I want to press again to see if it still says undo. Yep. When the ends of the threads on the bottom and the custom were matched up. I heard that before too. What would Miss Andrews know about this case? There's anything to trip her up on, it has to be here. The where and what. I mean, I'm taking your word, Phoenix. I'm trying on this statement, but I don't know what. I don't know why would she know that. Is there blood? No. Is there blood underneath the thing? Well... No. Okay. Not sure, I'm not sure. Aww. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really lost. Hold on, let me check the other statements. What was the other one that she added? What's this one thing? I know what this motive was. I don't have any way to prove I'm right. No. Hold on. Let me try for this. No. No, okay. I really don't know. No. Oh, yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. No. Hmm. No. Okay. Wishy-washy, I know. I don't know. I'm really lost. Might have to pull a walkthrough in a minute. I'm trying, but nothing's coming to my mind. Guitar case? I can try. Nope. What have I shown so far? A lot of things. Kinda forgot. Shown this, this. The knife, I think too. The photo, maybe. This reports, I don't think had nothing to do. I don't know, maybe Phoenix is tricking me, it's not that statement even. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. What part is this? Can figure it out? I don't know. To trial. What do we do know? I'm not sure. I know I had to bring up these things at some point. The reports, but I don't know. I don't think it's the time yet. Mess manager. Try with Matt. Blah, blah. Why does she know? Why? Yeah, sure. Try to report. I don't think it is. Okay. Oops. I went too far. Now I have to see this. Okay. Alright. Uh... Case 4. Okay. No, wait. What? Yeah, that works. Wait, is this 2-2? Is 2-2? Oh, it is. Oh, it's not really the end. Whoops. What's this testimony? I forgot. Taking target, protecting Matt. That's the one. Okay. Well, I know what to do. Whoops. Alright. It was his statement. But why? Why this? It says it's the autopsy report, but why? Don't make sense. Because she knows about it? I don't know. I'm not sure why. This is the victim's autopsy report. Clearly states that the cause of death was strangulation by a scarf. Yes. Strangulation. Okay. The knife stab to the victim was done after the victim had already died. Whoa. That was a lot of butts. Alright. And what does that mean? Let's examine the evidence. This button has the victim's blood on it. Thanks for the bands, Adrian. Which would mean that it was ripped off of the costume. When? After the knife was stabbed into the victim. Yes, I thought I could prove that with the picture, but okay. Exactly, which means it is impossible that this button was torn off during the victim's final struggle. Okay. Because the victim was strangled to death in that fight. Oh. I'm still gonna confusion. It was finally useful. No, you are useful. You're always useful. That's right, Miss Andrews. There is no way this button was ripped off during the struggle. This button was consciously pulled off of the victim's already dead body. Order, okay. What is the meaning of this, right? So what if the button was torn off the body after the victim had already died? What does that change? Let me ask you one simple question, Mr. Edgeworth. Why was the button turned off? What purpose did that serve? What purpose? We now know this button was not torn off during the fight. So the murderer took the time and effort to purposely rip this from the victim's body. That would mean that the murderer had something in mind, wouldn't it? Did you set someone up? Mr. Wright, does this mean you know what the murderer wanted to do with this button? What was it? Pin the crime on guard? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that one. But I'm gonna save anyway. Have a memento? I don't think so. Destroy evidence? No. There's only one logical reason for doing something like that. It was to pin the crime on Mr. Angard. There is no way anyone would put a bloody button in their own pants. That's right, Mr. Angard was set up. By the real killer, of course. And the real murderer is... Well, Mr. Wright, who in the world is the real killer then? Finally. I can't believe I managed to bring this trial all the way up to this point. I'm gonna save. So I feel something big coming. Alright, Phoenix, you can't let your guard down yet, not until the very end. The real killer, the person who planned to frame Mr. Angard, is... Her? Andrews? I'm betting on Andrews. Miss Adrian Andrews. I choose you. Wait, this is not Pokemon. You're Mr. Corrida's killer. What? Bunker glasses. Order, Mr. Wright. This is a very grave matter. Do you have any evidence that supports your charge? Any evidence? All of the evidence points to Miss Andrews. How preposterous. You can't stick any of that on me. I can't, can I? Would you care to test me? Then what about this knife? The knife was used to stab the victim after he had already been strangled to death. It was used to throw suspicion onto Mr. Angard. Naturally, a knife covered in the defendant's fingerprints could only be taken from his room. And the only one who had dinner with him and knew which knife to take was you. Then, what about the button that was found in Matt's Hakama? Thank you for the contribution for the next game, Adrian. This button was removed from the victim's body after he had already died. The only people who could have done so were the person who found his body or the killer. However, if Mr. Angard was the real killer, there's no way he would have put such incriminating evidence in his own Hakama. 90%, dang, I am almost there. Oh no. The only person who could have put this button into Mr. Angard's Hakama is the person who went to wake him from his nap, which is you, yet again, Miss Andrews. I see. What about the empty guitar case? That is also another piece of evidence that incriminates Miss Andrews. That custom was used to hide the real killer's identity as they fled the crime scene. Now, who could have known that there was just such a costume inside the guitar case? Could only have been the person who prepared the costume for the victim. And that person is you, Miss Adrian Andrews. No, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, here you go. Oh no. but Miss Andrews' fingerprints were nowhere to be found on the guitar case. And it was you who proved that she was not wearing gloves at the time. No, Adrian did it. I guess looking like it. I don't know, I'm still not sure. And it was you who proved that she was not wearing gloves at the time. That's right. The gasp. Sad gasp. That's because she did not intend on leaving any prints. If anyone had found out that she had touched the case, they would have asked her why. So to avoid leaving any prints, she used a towel or something else to open it. But the glass of tomato juice is a different story. Miss Andrews purposefully left her fingerprint on the glass to show that, yes, indeed, she was the classic dazed discoverer of a dead body. And to top it all off, there is this photo. A photo of the killer as they exited the scene of the crime. No reasonable person on earth can believe this nickel samurai is Mr. Angard. He would be much too short for his own costume if it was him. Speaking of how tall people are, Miss Andrews, you're also kind of short in stature, are you not? Please stop. Well, how about it, Miss Andrews? I've got her this time. Miss Andrews? I refuse to testify. Oh, what was that? There's a law. It says I can't be forced to testify about something if it can incriminate me. You plead the fifth? Well, yes. You're absolutely correct, Miss Andrews. The law does provide us with a way to avoid self-incrimination. When allowing a witness to not testify, the testimony can cause damage to themselves. What? Pleading the fifth is not something most people would think to do on the spot. Oh, she is doing that, okay. Actually, thinking back to yesterday in Mr. Angard's room. Okay. Bon Karma, Adrian Andrews. Yes. Think hard about what we just discussed, understood? I forgot about all this happening. Alright. That's it. That's when Francisca planted this idea into her head. She must have told Miss Andrews to not testify if things look bad. Oh. You did a good job proving everything up to this point, Phoenix. But there's still one thing you haven't done. Something I haven't done? What's wrong, right? Are you finished already? Run out of evidence? What is so humorous, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sure you realize this as well, Your Honor. But everything the good lawyer here was proven up to this point is meaningless. Oh, what? Everything you have proven is circumstantial. Circumstantial? Yes, circumstantial. You have yet to provide a single piece of definitive proof. Proof that Miss Andrews did in fact harbor a wish to murder Mr. Corrida. I mean, I have some things. Miss Andrews, did you want to kill Mr. Corrida? Oh, if it was that simple, Judge. I believe this may lead to me incriminating myself, so I will abstain from answering. Yeah. But Miss Andrews, if you did that, it would be the same as admitting your guilt, don't you think? Maybe so, or maybe not. There's nothing to prove it either way. Besides, you don't even know what crime I would be guilty of due to my silence. No, she's taking that defiant attitude again. Mia, what should we do? Somehow we landed in the worst possible situation. Oh boy. I think we have reached a certain conclusion at this point in time. Miss Adrian Andrews has refused to testify. And the defense's theory that she is the actual murderer has not been fully substantiated with solid definitive proof. But that's not true. In this situation, there is only the one thing this court can do, and that is to declare a recess. Recess? No, I can't, cause Maya. I request that both the prosecution and the defense look further into this matter. And on tomorrow's trial... Tomorrow? We don't have a tomorrow. If we don't get a not guilty verdict today, then... Oop. Please wait, Your Honor. That's not necessary. The trial... Please continue the trial. What are you sweating for? Your client is getting one more day to live, isn't he? That's not it. That isn't about that. This isn't about that. Edgeworth, I know you know who the real killer is. Please, let the trial continue. If I don't get the verdict, then Maya... Oh? But it's impossible to continue as long as the witness refuses to testify. Now then, this card is... Oh, edgy. My man. It is not impossible for this trial to continue. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you... It's true Miss Andrews holds the right against self-incrimination. However, the topic of conversation were something unrelated to whatever she may be guilty of, then she has no right to withhold a testimony. Yes, that is very true, but that's very twisted. Actually, there's one little thing that I'm curious about. Miss Andrews, when you found the victim's dead body, you poured yourself a glass of juice. Yes, and I can't help but think how unnatural that is. Usually when one finds a body, they are shaken up, not stirred in a glass of juice. So my actions were unusual, but I've already... Before you speak, I want to state that if you have a reason behind your actions, I would like you to testify to that effect. Testify? Your Honor, I would like to request that the witness testify again as to what happened when she first discovered the victim's body. Whatever we find out in this testimony should in no way implicate the witness. Okay, I guess that's a way around it. I don't know what it is about Edgeworth today, but I can't get a good read of him, off of him. Is he friend or foe? I just don't know. Bars. The court acknowledges the prosecution's request. Miss Andrews, if you please. Okay, when I found the body, a glass of juice, I didn't really pour it for myself. Huh? I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it in that messy state. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. Okay. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice. But didn't he have like a knife on him? When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over. Okay, that's really weird. So you poured a glass of juice for the victim. Why didn't you say so in your earlier testimony? I don't think I needed to include something so trivial. Phoenix, please be careful here. If you can't find anything wrong with this testimony, then there's nothing left. I know. Edgeworth, what the heck is going on in that brain of yours? Now then, Mr. Wright, You may begin your cross-examination. Okay. And I found the body. Gonna save. Necklace of juice. I didn't really pour it for myself. Okay. But there wasn't anyone else in the room, right? Of course not. Then who did you pour it for? She told you for one. Mr. Wright, there is a rhyme and reason for everything. Can you wait just a little longer for it to be revealed to you? In other words, Wright, be quiet and listen. Okay. Precisely, I couldn't have said it better myself. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it in that messy state. So it was a mess. Are you sure it wasn't messy because of your fight with Mr. Corrida? I understand your frustrations at not being able to prove your theory. However, before you go accusing people of crimes, go find yourself some evidence. And then what did you see next, witness? Okay. One, he was sitting slumped over and tired, looking in the corner. Slumped over? And yes, he was just sitting there with his head tilted forward, eyes closed. He really looked like he was sleeping. Is it just me, or did that right there sound a little odd? Yep. I think that's a hint from the game, that's the statement. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. And what did cross your mind? I thought maybe he had smashed everything up in anger because he lost the Grand Prix. And then felt tired after his rampage, so he decided to take a nap. Anyways, that's what I thought. I see, so you didn't think he was dead at all. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice. You thought he fainted? I thought he was asleep at first. But then the room was in such a messy state, I thought maybe he had gotten into a fight with someone. And that's when you went to pour the glass of juice? Yes, he always has a hard time waking up. So Juan always has a glass of tomato juice to drink. I see. And after that, what happened next? When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over. And how did you come to realize that he was in fact dead? I shook him over and over, but I never got a response. So I set the glass down on the dresser and tried to take his pulse. I was shocked and staggered backward and knocked the flower vase over, so that's what happened. Yes. This is what it all comes down to. Huh? This is the absolute end for both sides, and Adrian is letting her guard down. Phoenix, now is our best chance yet to kill the prosecution's case. Isn't that a bit harsh, Miss Andrews? Will you tell us the truth this time? I don't think so. I don't know. Okay, so which one was the one that said it was sus? I was surprised when I was in the room, so in the messy state. This one was weird, right? It's me? Yeah, that sounds odd. Okay. I think that's a hint from the game telling me that this is the statement I should be focusing at. He was sitting slumped over and tired, looking in the corner. In the corner? In the corner? In the corner? Well... I guess that's the corner of that room. I remember there was like another room on the side there. Oh, is that a corner? I don't know. Oh. Can't see that here, right? Hold on. No. Oh. I don't know. I'm gonna try things with this statement. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for again. You're sitting somewhere entire looking in the corner. Can't you see the knife though? That's the thing. Okay. Okay, the side. I want to try with the knife. No. Okay. Really? Not the knife. Okay. I'm stuck again, I think. Did you notice the button? No. Okay. Gonna head on out, dude. If I don't make it back, this is OBS. Get the case done. So thank you, Adrian. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a nice rest of the day. Take care. Again, what is this? Try the case. Nope. Not the case. Not the case. Not the case. So let's impasse blah 15 out. So we got up to report again. I don't know. Fingerprints. I'll try the case. You try the wine glass? No. Okay. I don't know. Cat. I go back to that walkthrough. Okay, I didn't see exactly what I have to present, but I saw that it's on this statement, not the other one. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. Maybe now I can present the knife. Oh, in this statement. Or the photo. Okay. So you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him? No, not at all. Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body. Yeah. Wasn't that pretty evident from the beginning? What is the meaning of this? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There's a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Corrida's chest. Maybe if I present the knife, it would have worked too. Okay. Anyone who saw this scene would have immediately thought that here was a dead man. That's, well, you see, I doubt a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who fainted. And then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink. Your point is, Miss Andrews, your testimony just now, it was all one giant lie. Yeah. And there's another pair of glasses. And your lie has proven one thing very clearly. That you're the real killer. No. Well, looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Matt Angard, is not guilty after all. But that's impossible. You're wrong. Miss Andrews, try to have some composure. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I tell you. It was Matt. I swear it. He's the one who killed Juan. But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing so was that you might end up incriminating yourself. That's because... Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you? I refuse to testify. Okay. Well, go to jail then. Then there is no need for this card to continue any further. Mr. Vanguard's innocence has been clearly demonstrated. Is it over? Have we found the truth at last? What's wrong, Phoenix? Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. And now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't. Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Madam Guard. Oh? Edgy. Your Honor, The prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down a verdict at this time. What? The reason is quite simple. This witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth. Oh boy. The absolute real truth? What are you... Witness, don't you understand yet? Oh? I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Marangar will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party. That's a lie. I don't believe you. What? I was told if I spoke then it would be all over and Matt would never be declared guilty. What in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it? I can't speak about it, I'm too scared. It's Francisca von Carmel. Huh? Do you remember, Phoenix? Sandra's lips by gripping tightly onto the words of another, because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself. Then, right now, Sandra says, yesterday she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss Von Karma. Don't say a word no matter what happens. If you do, Marangar will be acquitted. Miss Andrews undoubtedly believes in those words right now and is clinging onto them. Then what should we do? This is the first time I've ever come across anything like this. But Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do now is get her not guilty. That is my only priority. I don't think he is. I think that the killer is the killer. Remember the killer? It wasn't me. I'm begging you, please believe me. I didn't kill Juan. Help, please. Someone help me. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. The court can't continue on like this. Therefore, I'd like to hear what you intend to do. What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Right, I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime. I gotta say. Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? There's no one else it could be except the woman crying over there, right? Come now, what will he do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Um, Force Sanders to testify. I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that. But can't bring myself to do it like this. Not when she's making a face like that. Miss Andrews, I would like to know what you are really hiding. Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing? Sure, Mr. Angel will get an acquittal, but in his place you would be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end? Be quiet, how dare you? You're trying to trick me. That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense theory is the truth. You're wrong. What a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this. However, what is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. stop. Mr. Edgeworth? Oh. This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. Oh? What? And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past. Oh, okay. Stop, please stop. No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here. That's the second part of the suicide report. The attempted suicide report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I am about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. The secret of her dependent nature. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world. Please stop. I beg you. If people find out, I'll... You're gonna say you would choose death. That is of no concern to me. Wow. Savage. Edgeworth, how can you be so cold? However, before you die, I will pull the truth from your still breathing lips. No matter what I have to do. My god. This man. So, will you tell the court yourself or shall I? Either is fine with me. I'll talk, but please help me. Okay. Nothing matters anymore. My crime. When I first saw him, I really thought you had fainted, honest. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. And then I stabbed one's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the nickel samurai costume. Stab the body with the knife? Why would you do that? Isn't it obvious to pin the blame on a certain person? A certain cowardly man. What do you mean by all of this? It might take this court a little while to understand, but this is the truth. The real killer is Matt. That scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time. Last time? So Miss Andrews stabbed the victim Juan Corrida in the chest with the knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Madangard for the murder. And this is her crime. What? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer? Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination. Okay. When I first saw him, I really thought he was fainted. But you could tell from the state of the room was in that there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say that you did not know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck, but that scarf is a part of the Gemin Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face as well, and that's why I thought I'd wake him up and went to pour the juice. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Oh, I skipped it. Okay. What is this plan you had? I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because one, he was going to expose Matt's weakest weak point to the world. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt. So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife. Okay. So I made sure there was no one in the hallway. I made a dash back to Matt's room. That was so you could get the knife, correct? The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime. And then I stopped Juan's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. So you were the one to stab the victim with the knife. It gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. Then when I stopped Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button somehow, I could make Matt look even more suspect. So you thought to rip one of the buttons off and then plant it in Mr. Angard's hakama. Yes, that's what I had planned to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they? Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway. I'm willing to bet my spikes it was Lotta. There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth. That's Miss Oldback for you. I had already been caught and made into a big scoop for a certain weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony. You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there. And what is his secret? That I don't know. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the Nickel Samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume. Oh. I think we've heard enough. So after that, you went back to Mr. Angard's room and planted the button. Into Matt's hakama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it. My word, what does all this mean? Mr. Edgeworth, is it? The real criminal is Matt Angard. Yesterday, the woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. Francisca, huh? She said that I should under no circumstances confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her word. So, what now? What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she is not the real killer. Wait, Your Honor. The difference still... Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to Miss Andrews on anything. Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. The cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial. You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright. But... Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning. Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately. And that is all. Court is adjourned for today. No. Maya. Oh. What's happening? No. Today's trial, it's over. And I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I ask you something? Edgeworth? What is it? Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand? It's had my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it? Oh, this? Mr. Wright also asked about this. And although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright, I remember just now. I found this in the room on that day. The room? That day? Yes. Well, you didn't think to tell him? I found this card when I discovered Juan's body. It was lying there right next to him. You found that card next to the victim's body. I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped into my pocket. Okay. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right? Yeah, I guess not, but it's still a strange card, if you ask me. But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why. Oh. Witness that card. Give it to me. Hurry. Okay. Edgeworth? You good? Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This, I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. I didn't mean to. What is this all about? I've never seen Edgeworth so emotional before. Okay. That card. What in the world is it? And what does it mean? No, to be continued. Key. I remember something about that card when we did a little section with Maya. She was kidnapped. I think it was there in that room too. So yeah, I don't know. Hey, hello, how's it going? How's your day been? Okay, let me save. Yeah. Yeah, let's do a little bit of the next section. Alright, March 22. What happened with Maya? Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Dear pearls. I can't take it anymore. Wah. Oh, stop. Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. Angard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. I thought he said to get it in one day though. Well, just get out of the shower to get ready for the party then. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, I think I heard you mention it on the other stream. Yeah, I think something about your brother or brother-in-law or something like that party, if I remember. But yeah, hope the party's fun. But yeah. Cheer up, we don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going. You're right. Mystic Maya is in much more pain than I am. Yes, that's right. So... Hey, you guys. Glad I caught you, pal. Oh, God. Gumshoe. Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh boy, it looks like Detective Gumshoe. Has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now. Yeah. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now. And I came to talk to you, pal. Yeah, brother-in-law party. Yeah. Mission during Grace Stream. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yep. Yeah. I hope the party is fun. But we're kind of busy right now. Is it far from where you live? So I think I remember yesterday that you were doing a trip there. I'm not sure if it's far from where you live. Okay. Okay. I don't think I can examine this. I don't think there's anything to examine. The plan. Hey, it's wilted a little. I'll give it some delicious water, pal. It's okay. I already did that. The watering can. Where are you, Mr. Watering Can? Why you call it like that? Did he just call the watering can Mister? Okay. Okay. What is wrong with Gumshoe? This is the Nickel Samurai, right? That's right. Okay. Desk. Yeah. I get even more cleaner, pal. That's for the toilet. What? What are they doing? Alright. About time for the party. The drive took a while to get there. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. The future. So what are you going to do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that. What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't know, my man. I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You have another payday. I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Excuse? Say what? You'll be searching for things that will prove Mr. Angar's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to help you, pal. I've got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all. Come on, Mr. Nicholas, let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things. Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? Okay. How have I been? I've been doing the right things. Just pretty chill. Pretty chill days. Yep, not much. Struggled a bit on some parts of this stream, but with the game, but yeah, get past them with a little bit of help from walkthrough. Well, maybe a little bit. That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he could say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself. Yeah, that was savage. He said that? That's horrible. But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth. Miss Andrews' last testimony, I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself. But I still think there is something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. I mean, about that thing, pal? Why would you want to... No, I mean, almost need to frame Mr. Angard. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. Then you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie per se, it just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe. That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that. Francisca von Karma. Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Alright, kinda forgot about that. Miss von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol, pal. But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but... Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. Which one? What? Are you gonna visit her, pal? No, well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death, not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal. Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick. Yay! I love getting whipped. No, I'm definitely not going. Let's see. The name of the hospital. Oh yeah, the Hardy Clinic. Oh, that clinic again. That name sends a chill down my spine. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. Is that the only clinic they have here? I don't think I need to present him things. Return his badge. It's a little tarnish. Make it sparkly, blah blah. Please take a look at this. I can't think of anything to say about this. Instant noodles instead, that's okay. Okay. Just in case, I don't think there's anything. Oh, have you heard anything from the kidnapper? Oh, I forgot I told him. No, not yet. I'm sure once he hears what happened at the trial today, he'll call, pal. But remember, you can't provoke him when you get to talk to him. Okay, nothing with that. Nothing with this. Nothing with that. No. Okay. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me skip it and read it again. When I saw that button, I thought to myself, this is gonna prove Mr. Angard's guilty. But it looks like there was a lot more to it than I thought. Now, pal, you're a pro. You should know better than to say something like that. Well, I'm not a cop anymore. Just a regular helper around the office now. So, I wonder if he misses working down at the precinct. Okay. Oh, damn it, skipped it again. Who would have thought that this knife Mr. Angard used to eat was dinner steak with? Go on. That it would be stabbed into the victim's body by Miss Andrews, of all people. I guess she just hated the victim that much, huh, pal? The question isn't why she hated the victim to that extent, but rather why she tried to pin the murder on Mr. Angard. I wonder if she really hates Mr. Angard. So this nickel samurai was really Miss Andrews, huh? Yeah, this is either when she went to Mr. Angard's room to get the knife, or when she was done with the foul deed. But I guess we'll never know. Okay, I don't think I'm getting anything from this whole conversation. I need to go to these places. Go to the detention center first. Okay. From what the guard told me, it sounds like along with Mr. Angard, Miss Andrews is also being detained here. And we should talk with them since we're here. Yeah, but both of them are still in questioning. We don't have time to waste. Yeah, visiting hours are almost over. Okay, then we're going somewhere else. Criminal affairs. Alright. Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or another. They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, hurry up with that, will ya? Pass the victim's list around. You gotta be kidding, there's over 100 people on here. Mr. Nick, is Mr. Angard really that big and bad of a criminal? Actually, Pearls, never mind. Sounds like they're working on a different case. Okay, I think I just need to go to the clinic. Yeah. Wait, oh, the hotel lobby, I forgot. Alright, now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to for Mystic Maya's sake. You shall not pass. Gandalf? Miss Holbach. Don't devally my name and turn it into a gas, you spiky-headed pettifogger. Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again. Although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised, but something much more valuable I want an energy boost here. And it's all your fault, you awake in the wild. Ah, my god. She collapsed. Ah, Miss Holbach. Keep your hands off of me. This helmet is airtight. No air gets in and no air gets out. And you shouldn't talk that fast when you're using it. Then why do you keep putting it on? Don't think you can get me to move with silly questions. You're gonna have to defeat me if you want to get by. I'm not hearing this. Can I move? I actually can move to another section here. God. No restless loitering. Okay. Night of the murder. You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper. Yeah, looks like the only way I'm going to get any investigating done is to first do something about this kooky alien. Okay, she's not gonna say anything. Please take a look at this. Sorry, Sonny, I can't see it very well through this helmet. The only way I'm going to get any investigating is to first do something about this cookie. Okay. Stop thinking I'm an alien from outer space this instant. How did she know? Okay, I think I just need to go to the clinic. Why can't I go from here though? Alright. The Hottie Clinic. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Okay, this guy again. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? Hi, wait a second, you're... Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Ho ho. Why are you still here? Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes. Director Hottie. Edgeworth? Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Ho ho. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes, what is it? Director Francisca, how is Francisca von Karma? You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes, yes, and that surgery, it went well. You have my gratitude. Looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret. She looks so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes. But I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun, after all. And when it snuck up on her real secret, like, she would scream really loud. Yes. What? I see. Do you see? But she's really cute too. When I do that, she'd whip me with her whip. What? Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, but I think I could get used to it. What? Oh boy. Go back to your room. You're so mean. So mean, my frisky Friska. Okay. Yes, it's time for my IV drops. Yes. Yeah, that dude. And what are those tulips doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I knew I shouldn't have come here. Especially undergoing rehabilitation. Wasn't that patient standing in the same spot the last time you came to visit? I was wondering if he was gonna say that. Doesn't look like they moved any closer to the reception desk. She's not really doing anything. Is that patient really getting better? Hey, don't just cut into my monologue like that. I'm explaining things here. Sorry. Yes, most sorry. Yes. That's funny. The self-awareness is pretty good. The shooting. I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. But it's not a big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. You get shot all the time. I even had full intentions of running the trial this morning. But, well, that would have been too much for you. There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know. Regardless, I was struck here by that man over there. He was so unyielding, one has to wonder if he was simply interested in stealing my case. It was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But by taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. Yeah, the pleading the fifth thing. Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. Angard, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof that I made such a deal? You're denying it. Looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over. All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime? That isn't my problem. Whether she had tampered with the evidence or not, I have only one objective, to find Angard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the means. Well, Miss Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said If you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then Angar will be found guilty. What does that have to do with me? Because of that, she's now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. Wow. Everyone's savage today. But you had to know she was... No. I think visiting hours here are about over. So if you'll excuse me... What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off? Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Edgeworth. Okay. Today's trial. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far? But she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright, the courtroom is a garden of judgment. I am putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. Okay, Adrian's card. By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Witness that card. Give it to me. Her. Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This, I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. That card. What in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, right? This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. A special investigations team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. Really? A man called Shelly the Killer. Oh, that's the guy that talked to me. And just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin. The best at that. An assassin? Okay. Added to the court record, was placed next to the victim at the time of the murder. Miss Andrews was carrying it. Assassin. So who is this Shelly the Killer? The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins. Long-standing? The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelly is the professional name of the third heir to the killer name. So because his professional name is Shelly, he leaves cars with a shell on them. He has a habit of making sure to leave a car by the body of his victims. Why would he do something like that? We think it is part of this duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. He also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. The killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. Seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. I guess that even honorable assassins can exist. So you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the car basically confirms it. Wouldn't you agree? Shelly the Killer, huh? Okay, my situation? I noticed something at the trial today. You're behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell them. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does a kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see, I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow. Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to... Stop trying to console me, Edward. I don't need your pity. Mr. Nick. There's no way you can find her. We don't have even a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right. Listen, you need to know something. Uncle Rita was killed by Shelly the killer. Oh, so you know. And the client who ordered the job is Marangar, your own client. Oh? Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this. What is it? The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelly the killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. Okay. Letter of introduction received from Edgeworth allows bearer to freely investigate a crime scene. Okay. In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me. Okay, Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. Angar hired an assassin? No way. I mean, he doesn't have a psych log. Yeah, I guess not. Maya. Please, all I ask is you make it home, safe and sound. Date, huh? Time, huh? Location, I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up like how Nick does with everything in cards. Anyway, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Alright, she was opening it when it cut last time. When the cutscene cut. Okay. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around. Oh, playing as Maya now. Okay. There's all sort of things piled up here. Start to see. Glass bottles. I'll pass. Okay. I would like to talk with this car and I should probably go and take a look around. Okay. Date, huh? Time, huh? Location, Saddle dish. What is this place? I get a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Or in Kansas. Are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here. Okay. There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. It's kind of pretty. Isn't that the girl that's suicided? It looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, with love, Celeste. Yeah, that's the girl. I bet this could be a clue. That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear. Oh, how cute. But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. A puzzle? It's so dark in here that I can barely see, but these kind of feel like videotapes, all of them. Just what kind of room is this? What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR? There sure are a lot of electronic gadgets here. But what is an antenna doing here? It's a big TV. Wow, I've never seen a TV this big before. Now there's the power button. Oh. Ooh, it's busted. I would so die a Happy Samurai fan. if I ever got to see the Nickel Summer on a TV like this. That's what you're thinking now. I can't believe I just made a joke about dying, all things considered. Oh hey, it's a computer. I've never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch on this thing is. Drat, there goes my plan to use this somehow to get out of here. Right, 'cause it was... What year was this released on? 2001, 2? Something like that? I mean, computers were a thing back at that point, I feel. I don't know. Alright. Locked, of course. And it doesn't look like I can use the car to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. Only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through there. Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. Oh, who is the killer? Yeah. It seems that your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you. He is? For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you. Ways, you mean? Dead men tell no tales, is how the saying goes, correct? Dead? I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting, I am an assassin. No way, you're lying. I mean, an assassin? People are not always who they appear to be. It looks kind of messed up. I mean, he has a whole zipper in his face. Nick! Alright. Mr. Nick? Oh yes, pearls. Get caught up in my thoughts about my situation. Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know? I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. Angard, but I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too. Okay. Alright. Hey pal. Let's see if we can present the card, I don't know. Oh yeah, do you know about this card? Edgeworth for some reason went pale the instant he saw this card. Hey, I know what this is, pal. You do? No matter what way you look at it, I'd say it's a picture of a shell. That's it? Oh yeah, that's right. Mr. Edgeworth really likes those cooked snail things. What are they called again? Escargot or something like that? Escargot? I don't know. Mr. Nick? I think we just solved the mystery of why Mr. Edgeworth's face turned pale, right? I don't think that's it. As I suspected, Gumshoe has no clue. Okay. Okay, someone here? I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today. Oh, I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh yeah, there's some message here for you. A message? It's from Madame Gard. Ah, here you are. What did he write? Is it something really important? I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To Mr. Lawyer Dude, I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? Okay. Oh, Mr. Wright. So actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he is probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed you for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright? Really? This is terrible. Let's hurry, we have to feed this cat. I'm sure poor Shoe's stomach is growling by now. Yeah, I guess. That's no jammed into a pocket. Please feed my cat, Shoe. My house is just a little ways down. Okay. A client request is a request. I guess I should go check up on this cat. Yes. Okay, nothing here. The lobby. I kind of want to go to. Wait, oh, I can't move. Can I go to the other place? Criminal affairs. It doesn't let me go there. Well, I can't go. I wanted to go to that place that they just told me. Matt's house, but it won't let me. Okay, alright. Guess I'll go to the hotel then. Oh wait, living room? Oh, is that the place? Okay. Mars 22, Angar Mansion, living room. Sure is dark. I'll go turn on the light. Oh. Okay. Wow, so this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich. Come on, Mr. Nick, let's find Shoe, the kitty cat. Shoe. Oh. So I guess this is Shoe. Oh, Shoe. Ah, what a lovely cat. Hello, Shoe. Tee. The cat seems to like pearls. Pardon me, who these? May I help you with something, mister? Oh, we're lawyers, actually. I'm Mr. Angar's lawyer. The masters? Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes. Ah, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I am the family butler, John Doe. John Doe, really? Nice to meet you. Okay. Let me examine this. Oh, there's a giant cooking hearth here. Yep. That's actually a fireplace. How are they different, Mr. Nick? You know, I've never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it. You should come and visit Fay Manor then. I'll show you one when you do. Not sure what that is myself. A giant bicycle is flying through the air. That bicycle pearls is one where you don't have to pedal, and it moves on its own. Really? Wow! But sorry to disappoint you, it can't fly. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. Ah, there are masks here. Yep, that one in the middle is the Steel Samurai. The ones next to that are the Pink Princess and the Evil Magistrate. They fought many battles against the backdrop of Neo Old Tokyo. Wow, you really know a lot about the Steel Samurai, Mr. Nate. I don't know whether to laugh or cry that I know more about that show than a kid. Alright. There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nate. I bet it's for Mr. Angar's cat to use. Oh. Oh, you mean Shoe. The door is locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. It's a very comfortable and spacious lounge set. Okay. Wait, if he has a butler, then why would he ask me to feed his cat? I wonder if famous stars drop by and sit around and have a good time. In any case, I don't really belong here, do I? What is with me and feeling inferior today? Alright, I think I examine all of it. Oh, what's this? There's another door over there. Shouldn't go wandering off over there, Mr. Nick. Yes, pearls. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her to stop playing around. Alright. Okay, Matt Angard. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. Angard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a fool deed as murder. And anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master of his affairs. How typically butler-like, as it were. John Doe. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. And anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for the lowly servant to speak himself, blah blah. You know, I would have thought Mr. Angard the kind to have a maid over a butler. That's a very cute cat you've got there. It is my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies shoe. And anything else? No, not especially. Well then I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. That's no crumpled into a bowl and thrown away. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. No, we should probably get going ourselves. So young and yet already so accomplished, a master of law. There is also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. You tell me. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh, Shoo is too cute. Alright. Well, I guess I don't have anything else to do. But this looks definitely like where Maya's been held. Of course, I noticed that. Alright, here's the thing. Let me through. Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. Mr. Rollback, if you would like, look at. What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... Edgy boo! Is that your perfume? Pheromone d'amour? Smell? Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Is that what it says? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth. Yours truly. That man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you understand? Letter of introduction given to Miss Holpan. Just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad, and I won't let you off the hook. Looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth. That may be, but you know, nothing's gonna come of it. That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared. Oh. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue our investigation. Okay. What you want, old bag? What now? One little thing before I forget. You can't go into Angard's room today. Why? The police main investigation team is going to be in there all day. You hear? I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer. So don't go in there. set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldback. Okay, let's go there then. Okay. Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Looks like we're the only ones here. And yet the hotel seems so busy somehow. Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about the killer. Go to the hallway. March 22, Gatewater Hotel, hallway. Oh god, Lotta. Hey, city boy. Lotta, you're still here? Ragging cars. An investigative photographer eats or starves on her ability to snap up the scoop. Yep. And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen. But do you have a camera? Rack given. A photographer's gotta have cameras out the ear like corn to be a real pro, you know? So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feeding them out, do you have mine? You bread thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? I mean, I do have the camera. Night of the murder? I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What? You're really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got? Lotta, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kind of, but... Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know? Followed a few stars around. Got a few autographs, shook a few hands, had a soda pop with a few of them too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night. The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time either. I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. Scandal. So about the note that was inside your camera case. Oh, that ditty I wrote? Yeah, can I believe what you've written? I mean the stuff about Angar shoving his manager lady onto Corrida? Hey Franny, how's it going? How you been? You mean the stuff? Yeah. Nah, well, I reckon you best not be believing that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind. Okay. Whatever came to mind. Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bull duders. You're good, glad to hear that. I'm doing alright things. Yeah, just trying to do some investigation in the case for now. And yep, pretty chill. Hey, what's with you? Why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? Hey, why do you look like you suddenly got older too? Or am I just shrinking here? No, she. My baby, my $1,600 baby. What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, ain't ya? So put in a few good words for me and get me back my camera. You want me to do what? Listen, nag the guy real good for about 5 hours and I guarantee he'll give it back. Why don't you do your own dirty work? Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid. Huh? Yeah, I guess so. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in car tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you then. And you too there, little and keep up, little and keep up the good work. Work, okay? I can speak, I swear. Okay, don't be picky about your food. No? Okay. Make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay. And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you... Would you please just sleep already? Oh boy. This woman. Okay. She said I couldn't go to... Right, I can't go to the on-guard's room. Alright, let's check this bear party here. Who's doing this? Ugh. Mr. Nick. What is that otherworldly ghastly moaning? What is happening here? I hate evil ghosts. What is... I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon? Oh. Excuse me? What should you're calling a demon, Brad? What's she doing here? Nah. Zoinks, it's the alien. Who are you calling an alien? God. Oh, it's just you, Miss Hallback. Oops. Alright. Had to mute for a bit. Some broom brooms. What are you doing here? What is wrong with youngins today? I came down here to pay my respect to my poor Juan, and you're disturbing me. Okay. I don't think there's anything extra here, right? No. The wine glass still there. Okay. Tomato juice, blah blah. Okay. Just talk to her. Night of the murder. Please talk to me about the night of the murder, just one more time. I talked about it plenty at the trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer and her note. She was loitering around here with that imbecilic look on her face. With that imbecilic look on her face. Okay, got it. And now, hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that. Oh, alright. Now I've seen everything. But you know I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night. Memories of Corrida? I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Corrida. He was the most popular star, you know, especially where it counts in my book. But I heard that he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. Angard. Oh, well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know. But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at this mountain of presents. It's a show of the mountain of feelings all his fans had for him. Yeah, the mountain is pretty big and certainly nothing to shake a stick at. Mr. Nick? What is it, bros? The presents, they're all bears, right? Yeah, that's kinda weird. He's got a point, there isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. Hey, let's talk about that. All of Mr. Corrida's presents from his fans seem to be bears? Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears. Why? Bears? Why bears? You don't know? When my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. Oh? He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight, they became friends. Wow, what a heartwarming story. Hey, it's weird. Like it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuckered out down by a river going, hey, you sure can fight. You too, bub. You too. Did all that really happen? It's in his biography, bub.
I never did.
What a load of crow. Oh, thank you for the follow, Rocky Marble. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents. Yeah, nice. Bears. Uncle Bear, I say it's barely 8 o'clock. What? What is that infernal racket? It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime. That startled me. I thought I was going to die for a second. 8 p.m. That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember? Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. Okay. Transceiver. Oh no, it's the killer. Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya, how is Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? Seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. No, don't kill her. I have heard the news. Oh, it would seem my present did you no good. No, Mystic Maya, Mystic Maya. One more day, please. All I ask is for one more day. I'll get a non-guilty verdict for sure this time, please. I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. Please, please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright. Alright. He's in... Oh no. A little... What is with this static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? Seems... is bad. Connect. Did the transceiver just suddenly break? Excuse me. Oop. Okay. What happened? I don't know, maybe something's interfering with the signal. I don't know, a bear? I don't know, all of a sudden it became nothing but static. Mystic Maya, Mystic Maya. Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? I should probably have an electronics expert look at it. The sooner the better. Who's an electronics expert? Hey, are you an electronics expert? I don't have anything to say. Okay. 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 She's not talking. I'm gonna move out of here, Dean. Where am I going now? Find an expert? Gumshoe? Gumshoe an expert? No one's here. No one's here. Maybe Gumshoe. Oh, yep. Hey, welcome back, pal. I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice, thanks. A rich man's luxurious full-course meal out of a can, that is. I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have the time to eat. Oops, look like you don't have a can opener, pal. You've got to be kidding. And here I thought he had already whipped something up. Oh, I know. There is one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead. Well, since he's here and offering, I wonder what I should try asking him about. Probably the transceiver. The transceiver? Oh, Mr. Nick, you should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing. Mm-hmm. What thing? Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal? When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this. Oh, it's not broken here. I think it was something interfering. One of the bears probably feel. I don't hear any static, pal. Huh? Maybe it fixed itself. That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise. Maybe what? Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Electromagnetic interference. Okay. So what is electromagnetic interference? Something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal. Oh, when you put it that way, I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen, the stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right? Thing that used to happen. I don't think it happens anymore. I think no. A computer. It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts looking weird. Okay. Oh yes, the TV does do that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about. She seems amazingly happy at being able to understand this. So the room you were in when that interference to the transceiver happened, there's gotta be something there that's sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Something like a listening device or something. Hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened? We were in Mr. Corrido's room, the scene of the murder. What? That's it. I'm gonna sneak into the precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later, alright, pal? Wait, come shoot. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah. My man. We should be going to Mr. Nick. Alright, let's go. This dude. Okay, let's go there then. Well, not here. Going everywhere but where I should go. There we go. And here. And here. And we're back. Okay. Hey, you're finally here, pal. Sorry to keep you waiting. Do you have the bug sweeper? Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal. Then suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors from the outside. I mean, so yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. Well, what do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item. Hey, calm down, pal. Didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's. Wow, so this is a bug sweeper? It looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. Oh, by who? Me, of course. Seeing this sure brings back memories. Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure looks a little beat up. But I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here. Okay. Let's hope it works. Your heart and soul? It'll work, trust me, pal. It'll do the job, but... You can't set the sensitivity, so it's going to beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves. But isn't it better that way? Oh, well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl, right, pal? I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this baby. There's a listening device or some other sort of bug hidden in this room, pal. So we're gonna find it, right? Right. Now first let's turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around to give the room a real thorough looky-see, pal. The sweeper will let you know how strong of a signal is picking up, so keep an eye on it, okay? That sound is annoying. Once you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, press the X button to lock onto it. There's a lot of things here that's going to give off radio waves. So let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright, I'm going to stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug. Got it, pal? Oh god. Well, that's a phone. Well, the phone is the most common place for a listening device, I'd say. But let's take the receiver apart first before we get ahead of ourselves here. Wow, you know a lot about electronics, don't you, Mr. Nick? Yeah, I know tons, especially when it comes to taking them apart. It's my specialty. I'll leave the fixing part up to Gumshoe. So, is there a listening device in there? No, and I really thought it had to be in the phone too. Okay, not the phone. Oh. Wait, I can slide. Yeah, I can slide. That's a lot of things, VP. Lamp check. Listening device? Nope. Okay, there are a lot of lamps in this room, aren't there, Mr. Nick? Yeah, they're all on. Shouldn't do that, Mr. Nick. Don't you know that's wasteful? Yeah, I'll be more conscientious from now on, sorry. Okay. Wait, I saw a red. Oh, this phone. A cell phone. Nope, no bugs in here. A cell phone? What? Don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is. I'm sorry, I've never seen one before. Now that she mentions it, my cell phone couldn't get any reception while I was staying in Kurain village. And Purse has never lived outside of that village, so... Well, I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one. Okay. Doo-doo. The radio. The radio is on and playing something. Oh, it's Kids Question Corner. Professor, why is the Earth round? Yes, why is it, Mr. Nick? Why don't you listen to the radio program a little more, pros? Yeah, I know the answer. TV. I don't really think the listening device is in the TV of all places. Looks like the TV was left on and it's now showing an old samurai movie. Yeah, this channel plays all sorts of international movies as well as domestic ones. You know, every time I watch one of these old movies, I always think, wow, these Japanese stars are really good at English. Yeah, when I grow up, I want to study Japanese. I should probably keep my mouth shut here and not destroy her dream. Okay. I'm betting it's gonna be that bear that made the sound earlier. Lamp check, listen device, nope. A lot of lamps, I know. It's probably gonna be on that other lamp too. No. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm betting it's gonna be that one bear that made the annoying noise. Wait. Oh. Oh, what a lovely bear. Wait, is that the bear? Ah, this must be one of those fancy bear-shaped toy robots. It's a robot. It's a real robot? Yeah, it's a real one. Mr. Nick? Yes? How many horsepower is it? How many horses? Horses? Well, look, it's a bear, so, it's not a car. Is this one, isn't it? No, no. Which one was the one that is this one? Hold on, I want to go through the other things first. No! I missed the remote, okay. It's the TV's remote control, but it doesn't look like the listening device is in here. So I was thinking, I wonder if a TV remote works on other things like... Can I make you change your expressions like TV channels? Zap! Hey! But if I could, the people I would give the old mute button to. Well, I don't think it's gonna work on me. Why don't we try it on Maya tomorrow, okay? Okay. There's no listening device in that notebook computer, huh? What's a notebook computer? Do you know what a notebook is? Yes, it's a small book with a paper that you can write on. So? Well, that thing is like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop. Mr. Nick, what's a laptop? Oh my god. And he gave up on explaining. Alright. Oh, the water in this hot water pot has run out. I'll go get more water for it. Okay, sounds good. Looks like she's forgotten all about looking for the listening device. Okay. What's this? It sort of looks like a hot water pot, but... Oh well, it's kind of like a hot water pot, I guess. But instead of hot water, coffee comes out. Really? This pot can do that? Is there a pot that orange juice comes out of? I don't think there's anything like that, pearls. Sorry. Why is this one not making it? It's clearly a clock. What is this? I can't even get there. Oh. There. And here we have a dryer. Nothing unusual here, I think. A dryer? Oh, if you use it next to a TV, it'll make the screen look all weird, right? Yeah. And when that happens, it's called electromagnetic interference, right? Hey, good memory, Pearls. I will never forget it for the rest of my life. Good for you. Is that the calculator? It's a plain old calculator. It says 50 on it. Maybe he was calculating his allowance. A whole 50 cents? Maybe he was a spirit medium. Wow, there's a really delicious loaf of bread in here. Looks like it's been on keep warm all this time since the murder. And everything's burning now? Should be. Well, Mr. Scruffy Detective always says, got to keep the trail and crime scene warm. I think the keep warm in that case is a little more metaphorical. Okay, let's go for the obvious thing. Well, it certainly looks like an alarm clock. What's wrong? Why do you look troubled? I just can't imagine the listening device being inside this alarm clock. It just sort of reminded me of something that happened a long time ago. Oh? Wait. Was it something about the first game? Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't in here. Okay, I was wrong then. What did I miss? What did I miss here? Okay. Oh, the bear. Found it. This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? Teddy bear? Yeah, I guess it's the biggest one I have ever seen. Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device, I mean? No, not yet, but this bear's eye is... Let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, pal. Let's stick this big fella's eye out and see what we got. No, you can't. Such a violent act. No. There you go. It's a miniature camera and it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer. What meter? A transmitter, pal. Oh, is this more of that high-tech stuff? Okay, camera. So this tiny thing is a camera? Yep, it's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. It's a small, high-grade video camera mostly used in security systems. So it's a video camera. It runs on a battery, which comes with it in a set. But there's no videotape in this camera. It's only the camera part here, pal. The tape recorder with the tape inside it is somewhere else. Somewhere else. The footage is changed into radio waves and then it's sent to that recorder. So it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it? Hey, you know, you're right. Set to record the victim's room from 8 p.m. for an hour. It's running at time of murder. Oh, okay. Transmitter. So what is a transmitter? It's a device that sends the footage the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. Looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it. You can set it for a certain time? Yup, let's see. This looks like it was set to start at 8 p.m. and go for 1 hour. Okay, I kinda already got the information from the other evidence. Okay. 8 p.m. That was the time the award ceremony ended. There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I guess. Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here? I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder. Then maybe, yeah, it just recorded the whole murder. Maybe this camera got the murder on tape. In 4K. What? And if you think about the angle the bear is at, it's bound to have had a clear shot of the whole crime, pal. Transmitter to the car record, changes the footage taken by the spy camera into radio waves and transmit the data. Okay. Stuff bear. So there was a camera in this bear's eye, and it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But you gave Mr. Corrida this present. I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there's got a video of what happened here that night. Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is? It's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out. No. There's really no way to find out. The spy camera was set in the right eye, found in the victim's room. Okay, I got it. What? Hey pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go around to the electronic shops and see if I can find out who bought this. But that's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 p.m. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. Hey, spy camera and transmitter given to Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah. Okay, so his new catchphrase now. He's gone. Yep, but Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard all for Mystic Maya's sake. It's a mystery how you always manage to do things in the most inefficient ways, right? Who is this? Von Karma? Yeah. Oh, Edgeworth. You'll have to excuse me. I heard your conversation just now. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? A rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward one step at a time. I see, thanks. Don't thank me yet, we still have to find her. So there was a spy camera hidden inside this stuffed animal, huh? You are one lucky man, right? Do you know this stuffed bear, little girl? I have no idea. Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade and only a small number of these are exported here. What? Oops, broom brooms. The camera and transmitter that Scatterbrain detective took, that Scatterbrain can't speak. That Scatterbrain detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is. Can you really do that, Mr. Nick? Can he really? Well, I guess so. It's 9 PM. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now. I'm sure you have other things you have to do. Stuffed bear snatched up by Edgeworth. Okay. See you soon, right? It's still there. Wait. What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, right? Until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Corrida? The real killer. Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, right? Everything begins with the truth. Juan Corrida's real killer, Miss Andrews passed. The kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal for Mr. Ungard. And this card, Shelly the Killer. Maya, the only way I can save you now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth. To be continued. Oh, wow. Well, oh, did I make it back? Actually, I just finished this section and I was about to call it, so yeah. Yeah, let's just save here. Alright, and yeah, we're gonna leave the, I think there's more investigation. Yeah, there's more investigation. Just in time for the ending. Alright. No, I don't want to talk. Nope, stop it, stop. Alright. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. With the title screen. There we go, SSWS, thank you. Look at all those bears. Yep, that's a lot of them bears. Alright, but yeah, that's gonna be it. That was some good progress. I did have to use a little bit of a walkthrough here and there, but you know, not that much. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's good progress on that case, I think. I feel like we're more than halfway through it. But yeah, maybe feel like maybe 2 more streams could be the end of the game, maybe. But yeah, have a good rest of the night, thank you. And yep, you have a good rest of the night too. And thank you everyone that was here Thank you for all the follows today from Boba Milk Tea, Nate Horn, and from Rocky. Thank you everyone for all the follows. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with some trophy hunt on Uncharted 3. So yeah. But yeah, let me check something real quick. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna be calling the stream here. And yeah, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow with some Uncharted trophy hunting and all that. But yeah, thank you everyone again for being here, and hope everyone has a good rest of this Saturday. And yeah, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Alright, take care everyone. Bye bye.